The cabinet today decided to postpone the general elections to the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council to a date to be decided later, depending on the COVID-19 pandemic situation in the state. The second decision that was taken by the cabinet today was the taking over of the administration of the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council by the governor under para 16(2) of the 6th schedule to the Constitution of India. The first item that we took up was to amend Rule 10A of the Meghalaya State Guest Rule 1991. This particular amendment will allow state guests who may be accorded the status of a state guest would be retired judges during their visit to Meghalaya houses at Kolkata and at New Delhi. And such provisions will also be extended to former governors and former chief ministers. The second decision that was taken in the cabinet was to reduce the administrative cost for land acquisition from 10% to 2.5%. The third decision that was taken in the cabinet was renaming of roads. The Maulai Bypass Road is being proposed and it's been decided that it will be named as Founder Strong Kaji Road. The second decision that was taken was the long round road from TSS Road Junction to FCI Godown is proposed to be named as Archbishop Dominic Jala Road. The fourth decision that was taken in the cabinet was to form a new company. This is a proposal to set up a special purpose vehicle, i.e. the Meghalaya Energy Efficiency Limited under the Power Department. This will have two purposes and two effects. Number one, energy efficiency is a subject that is of key importance today in the power sector. Therefore, a need to have an agency, a company, a special purpose vehicle, whatever nomenclature you would like to use, in order to look into the aspects of efficiency is needed. And hence, the Meghalaya Energy Efficiency Limited has been formed. The other part of this reformation is that Government of India has laid down conditions to all the state governments that in order to avail the additional 2% loan factor from the banks, which is 4%, which is 5% of the GSDP of the states, the 2% additional amount which Government of India has agreed has been on the condition of implementation of One Nation, One Ration Card, 2, the ease of doing business reforms, 3, the urban local body utility reforms, and 4, power sector reforms. Therefore, by doing this reform and by achieving higher efficiency in the energy sector, which would ultimately help the overall energy sector in the state, we are also creating this reform which will enable the government also to access the additional debt ceiling that the Government of India has given to all the state governments in the country. The fifth decision was the introduction of central bonded warehouse. This central bonded warehouse would be above all the other bonds. And through the central bonded warehouse, the bonds would then purchase all the necessary products through the central bonded warehouse. The ad valorem that was being collected from the different bonds, there are 44 bonds in the state, will now be paid by this particular central bonded warehouse. This will ensure that the revenue collection is from one source, which would mean that it would reduce the chances of any kind of leakage in revenue. If it existed, it would ensure that it would plug those particular loopholes and it would plug those particular gaps in the system.